So, this should be episode 54 of a Football Manager Hobo To Hero playthrough. I still don't know if this is a playthrough, given that this has no end. No ending. Whatever. It will have an ending, probably. I guess. Once Football Manager 25 is released. Or if I don't make it, whichever comes first. So, yeah. We are still in pre-season. And we're still looking for players. Let's also have a glance at this. So apparently we got money injected into the club. I must have missed a message though. That or I can't recall. It's been a few days, right? Might be TV money and sponsorship. I think it was sponsorship income actually. That was increased from 20 to 40k or something. So maybe we shouldn't have fired all of our staff after all. We'll start slowly though. So we need a physio. There's no way around it. And apparently there's no ad going on for that. For whatever reason. I also need a sports scientist. I think this department needs to be staffed. I'm much more cautious about the coaching these days. Now, just to be 100% clear about this has to do with the fact that now we have some attributes. I still can't do the goalkeeper coaching with this guy and neither the fitness coaching, but the rest of it is fine. The rest of it is okay. So, yeah. Prior to this situation, we had no skill whatsoever, and we desperately needed a coach. Also, apparently, all of it already has an ad, with the exception of the head physio. So, we can wait, or we can have a look, and I think we already had a look. And if I recall correctly, there were some options. Given that these two are under contract until the end of 26. So yeah, that's the maximum amount of money we can pay. We will probably not do that. This guy there? He's a fitness coach. What about him? Ah, that was the wrong one. Mr. Rumley here. Doesn't look that impressive. Maybe... I just thought we might go from the personality perspective about this, but I don't think I want to. So let's ask him. For under 21's physio, 120. That's not too bad. So let's make this the real physio. Oh, there's the problem. I see. So we have more money now. And we had staff. But they just cut the budget for the staff. By a landslide, I might add. This won't work. Like, ever. Okay, so that's new. That's brand new and I have no idea what to do about it. Of course we can increase the wages. On the other hand, I would like to have staff on that level. So maybe the restriction is kind of healthy for me. That implies that we will have a lot of problems finding anyone, even with the ads running. But I don't know, we'll just ask Elbert just still. Maybe he knows somebody. No, he doesn't know anyone. Maybe Mod Jalil does. Nope. We don't have that many players that have been all over the place, right? Okay. So, yeah, we might not find additional stuff after all, who knows? You rejected a trial with us, alright, so you don't come. last time out, we offered a contract to Fakrula, so hopefully he will accept that, given that it's on 90 euros a week. I think we can afford that. And apparently a loan for this person. Not opposed to the idea. And in case Diego starts complaining all over again, we can just let him leave. Because this kind of loan is probably well worth it. No money whatsoever. We also need a striker. That's true. Also, welcome back, Mies. So, given that I, at least for now, intend to play with a pressing forward, actually, that kind of changes the skill profile a little bit. We need somebody that works hard and is reliable, and overall with good physicals. So let's have a look. Like this. Well, the natural fitness is horrible. He was too expensive, wasn't he? There was something about him. Other than being a foreigner, that is. So yeah, let's pick attributes first. Say we want a striker pressing forward, I think on defend most of the time. Yeah, and at least 5 on all attributes. Wow, that's a whole 1. He's 17 years old though. And I don't think I trust these values. He's also on 170 euros, so no. That won't happen. How about you? Sure, that's a 4. It counts. What do we not want? A pressing forward or a striker? Alright. I imagine I understand. A poacher? Well, that would be outlandish. Where would we get a poacher? This is probably where we need to call Sharon Nullet. I'm sure he'll find the poacher down here in the under-19s. Now, so the need for a striker is a bit... Brazil, maybe. You got a certain name at the top of your head? Just a random name. I don't know. This is definitely a poacher, also not on our skill level. Well, not what we're looking for. I could also sort by wage demand for a second. And just see if there's anyone that's really cheap for some reason. Like Samsudin, who's a 17-year-old, but the skill is not that impressive. Yeah, no. Don't think I want to do that. Muhammad, very similar. So I have my problems if the players do not have any physical attributes at all. I don't like that. He's 30. That's not what I want. And then we're getting into a territory where I really cannot afford these. It's always the same. I'm always startled by this one. Welcome back. This time, though, you really caught me by surprise. Like, yes. Sometimes it's this half thingy. But this time it's in particular once I'm concentrated. So I don't see this on my screen here, on the middle one, where I actually do the gameplay. I just see it in the preview window of OBS. It's still startling me. Just imagine how I would be startled if I saw it in the middle of my screen all of a sudden. Luckily that's not a thing. Yeah, there's another option though, Mies. So in case we do not find a striker, we'll just play Ahmad as well as Mr. Guti here up front. And to be frank, there's worse ideas than that. I think it's still better than the under-19s, that's for sure. And if I imagine having another 300 euros a week to throw that on a striker that might or might not play, given that Elbak Chucksdale is still number 1, I have my doubts if the money is not better spent elsewhere. Wait, he says. For what? No. This signing has been done ages ago. We signed him ages ago, he just came in now. You remember this one? And if you don't, well, then you didn't pay attention. I will not be blamed for this. This is a highly susceptible to injury attacking midfielder. With a resolute personality, 19 years old, and we signed him straight from India. I think he was an under-19s international that nobody was willing to take the risk on. So we signed him. But that's been a while ago. And in particular, I signed him for the personality and due to the fact that he might play a role in the senior squad. If we can prohibit him breaking any bones or anything. So we gotta be really easy with him in training. It says here, he's injury prone. That's it. It was high, so... Thanks, Mies. Why would I? Due to the fact that he has the physicals for pressing forward. Well, to a degree I agree. But I don't want him there. He has most of the physicals, but imagining him being the primary striker of the squad, I really can't. Yeah, but I can't, and I don't want him to go into all of these hard duels all the time. I would actually prefer if he were a little bit more of a technical player, so he doesn't get hurt all the time. But then again, we'll just wait. You know, the way I set up the tactics, we need both. Well, he is number 1 option for attacking midfielder anyway, in case it comes to it. So in case we play attacking, he might come on. Yeah. There's also obviously Ahmad. We can make a similar argument about him, but he doesn't have the physicals. Well, that makes at least 2 of us. I'm not entirely opposed to playing him there. That's why I came up with this right now. But then again, okay, so let's rant on about this. In general, I think he can play most of these positions. To a degree. Like, this is bench player territory, right? We might start him from time to time, but usually he'll sit on the bench. That said, I don't care if there's a winger missing, if there's an inverted winger missing, even though he doesn't know how to play there yet. If we change formation, go for something with an attacking midfielder, or if we need to find a replacement for Elbak Chucksdale. From the bench for 30 minutes, he'll probably be okay-ish. Given the amount of money we spend on him in particular. So, that's why I signed him. That's in contrast to Ahmad, for example. Yeah, well, similar argument can be made here, but like Da Costa Lima, he's really just capable of playing here. We might use him on the left wing. In fact, there's some versatility in all of them, probably. But there's other players on the pitch that do not offer the same. So, yeah. Well, let's just ask Messi, won't we? No, we won't. Also, Charonello, you just missed that a physio can have a maximum wage of 50 euros these days at our club. We have the money now, we just can't spend it on stuff anymore. So, firing all of that stuff was really a really great choice. The board decided they want to have another wage structure now. Okay, so this central defender is gone, wherever he came from. We'll remove him from the shortlist. Rosley is gone. Not that I care. There's this Evolo guy. So what kind of money does he want? And more importantly, do we want him for that kind of money? He's 29 years old. From Cameroon. He did play in Cameroon, in the United States, in Czechia, in Sweden, and in China. He doesn't have staff attributes just yet, but hopefully he'll be a scout at some point. I mean, as a pressing forward, he's not impressive, is he? But neither as a poacher. Target forward, on the other hand, there's some positives here, and I can imagine playing like this. It's always poacher for you. I think this is concerning. It's the same on the target forward, really. Yeah, I know. Yes, the 5 points of natural fitness are really low. So I guess let me put it like this. We go into the squad planner. So forget about all of this. These are our 2 goalkeepers, I can live with that. We have 3 options out here. I still think Nizam is a reasonable choice. This one is way too expensive, isn't he? Where is he? Yeah, 425 to something. Sure, but we need to do the squad planning anyway. Never mind. Still, we need to do the squad planning, so I will go back here for a second. So I think Nizam is actually a reasonable option. He was with the club previously, and I think that the scouting report says he does not want that much money. He's fairly susceptible to injury though, and I think in comparison to Badrul Hisham, he's susceptible to injury, and I think he was the faster option or something. That's very similar. Badrul Hisham, on the other hand, well, he has no potential apparently. No surprises there. He's also not under contract, but he wants more money if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think the agent told us something about that. I can't remember. He wanted too much money. So what's his impact on the wage budget? I think it's really hard to get from this menu. Well, it's 0% of the wage bill because it's a non-contract. Great. Anyway, what's with these two? Ahmad is fast, but that's about it. I want to discard it entirely, but I don't think this is the right one for us. And Mohammad. Well, I guess Fakrullah has similar jumping reach and strength, so in theory he could be central defender. But he's 32, and I don't want to pay that. So I'll throw both of these out. Nizam, I think, is a reasonable candidate, given that he has similar skill, I would say. On the other hand, we have 1.5 options here, so it's not a primary concern. Central defenders, yeah, well, let's throw all of this out. None of these are real candidates. We have 2 right now, and that's a problem. Left side, Mazrin's around. Samri of former, no. Samri's on a short list somewhere. Scouting report says it's somewhat okay. Don't really want him. I think this we can forget. That's an ambitious fullback, so yeah, personality is a plus and there it ends. Che Rashid Chehalim. Did we have a look at him previously? Yep. He wants a ton of money. So that's a no deal. Jimmy Raymond, I think, wanted too much money too. 250 to 325. Not going there. Yaya is a central defender. The funny part is, well, if I were to play anyone under the age of 19, it's probably somebody that has potential to develop at least. That said, the scouts disagree. So, I mean, I guess for 30 euros I would do this. But not as a left back, so he doesn't belong here. Not at summary. I don't recall, and honestly, I don't think we need him. There's a Mohammed. Okay. So this one is on trial right now. Maybe he's interesting. Alright, we need a left back. Let me get the primary way to solve this stuff. Go. Left back is needed. Next. In defensive midfield, there's Zakaria. Can we? Whom would we use? Dot? We need an overlapping left back. So, one of these. I'm slightly underwhelmed, I think. And Sink. Well, he has horrible personality, so he's got that going for him. Progress has been more or less inexistent. I would argue you're not wrong, but yeah, you put it on the Discord, I recall. Click to see attachment. Oh, that's quoted from the Discord. I recall, journal it. I had a look at them. So let's have a look at these players, won't we? So we just had a look at Sync, and I think you're in general, I think it's very thoughtful of you to think of his bad tackling, the closing down more. Sure, he has good teamwork and work rate, so that makes sense. Crossing less often, okay. I think that's fine. I do not really understand why inverted. I mean, his passing's 5, his crossing's 4, he can't do either. And an inverted wingback does not fit our tactics for now. We might make it fit in some areas. So, I don't know. Fields. Yeah, inverted fullback, whatever. Doesn't make a difference. Actually, it does. He has no strength. Yeah, okay. Well, he can't jump somehow. So our formations now do use a halfback, though. Well, one of them does. So in this situation, it's probably not needed. But I guess you have a point, right? And the other one, who was the other one? Same thing for Harikal Chohari. Harikal Chohari. Who the hell is this? Him. Unambitious, media friendly, so I'm a big fan of him already. He would know how to play inverted wingback or fullback. Well, not really. Yeah. Well, that might be an idea. That said, these are so far off, we can probably shape them into most of what we want. If they develop at all. If they don't, well, then we don't shape them into anything. So, of course, we can use players from the under-19s. By the way, I didn't get to do all of the striker posting of the squad. But realistically, I just want to sort this by ability now. Realistically speaking, Malik is the only one that will make it to the senior squad. That's a player that we can use. Well, it depends. But I think that's a player that we can use somehow. It's too early to tell how far he can go, and also it did show here. He's susceptible to injuries already, so yeah. As always. The rest of them, probably not worth the money, to be honest. So he might be worth the money, but he doesn't want to get paid by us. I have my problems with this guy. And the problem is that I cannot afford him. The rest of it... I mean, I do not expect much of him anymore. And it would be... I would like having a Mexican in the squad. He's also level-headed, so I like that too. But I think he wanted like 300 or something, and I cannot afford that. Or I don't want to. In fact, wage budget has been... it's spent. We have a ton of money, but we have no wage budget left. Or basically none. Currently 50 euros or something. So if we could sell a bunch of youth players or one of the more expensive players in the club, that would be an idea. But I don't want to force them out of the club just yet. If I compare him to, well, let's make one thing abundantly clear here, just to be sure. Just because I think a player might be worth it does not mean that I can spend the money on it, right? So we might need to lowball all of these all the time, just due to circumstances of the club. So let's compare him to Carrier, for example. Yeah, on the physical side, Carrier is worse. In the air, Carrier is a little bit better. So Fakrula is probably the better comparator. Yeah, okay, yeah, you have a point. I see. So, his heading's worse. Overall, I think he's interesting. And, we will put him to the shortlist for sure. On the actual candidates shortlist for a year. And I will try, this is the end of his trial. So, what amount of money would we be willing to pay him? He can't pass a ball, even with a gun to his head. So, what amount of money do we pay him? Trash. Not a good one. In fact, we want to sell those. Alright, so let's say he wants below 100, then I would be willing to go with this, right? He wants to be a fringe player, so that's a positive. And he wants approximately 400, so fuck off. No, we won't do that. Speaking of money, we need to include a short break. BRB. His hate. Let's have a look. Our current is Fakrula. So Fakrula is 1m83 and Carrier is 1m89. So he's actually shorter. No, in between. So Zafala is 1m87. Fakrula, the one that is likely to join, is 1m83, and Carrier is 1m89. So Carrier's taller. Carrier's slow though. So he's in between. Okay. They signed a person named Saki on a free transfer that I do not know about and I do not care about. Performance, well, the board is fairly happy with us, so that's fine. As are the supporters, which is good. There's no leader in the team whatsoever. Mies asked about under 19 goalkeepers, so let's have a look at these. There's 3. Do you want me to go into detail with them? I've seen worse. Not particularly impressed though. Kumar is a sales candidate for sure. I just want to get rid of this guy. And then there's Yasmi. I'm doing it anyway now. We're close to being done here. I think we can agree that this is probably not a good candidate either. Also due to the personality and, well, at least he's level-headed, so guess that's a positive. Dynamics in general. These, well, we can certainly try. That's Jafar though. Well, he's on a non-contract, so we can let him leave for free. The funny part is he's the best one of them all, so I guess we keep him for now. Kumar, I mean, I guess we can try. Yasmi is 16 years old and he's useless. So obviously we can try, I doubt it. Oh, this one, but he doesn't want to leave. I'm quite sure about that. My client may not react well to being offered to other clubs. And the other one I will not sell because I want his personality in the squad. Also, well, his average rating is 6.95. More Jalil's. So, we're better off keeping the shitty goalkeeper with the good personality. At least according to this sample. No, it's about what I want. And I do not want to disrupt morale in the squad. After 2 years, I will probably have had enough, but then again, so my assumption is if I play him 2 years, or for a second year, chances are he will be tolerable enough that we can still hold the league. And I can bypass the entire argument about being forced out of the club and finding a new goalkeeper, because honestly, I do not have the confidence to say that whoever we find will be any better. We would need a replacement first. And this is... how do you translate this to English? We're basically trying to... well, it's in a way it's a running system that we try to disrupt. So we're changing the running system. Or we try to fix something that's not really broken, it's just not highly efficient just yet. So say we signed him, for example, there's no guarantee that he's any better. Like, I just don't know from the attributes and the personality. And it's the same here. True. That is a good argument. Then again, there's a new adaptation period. And on paper, Molt Chalil is better. So, this is the... I guess this is the whole debate again. Is he unadapted after a year? Maybe he has adaptability 1. So he goes through the roof in the second year, and we're trying to sell him now. Does he have a really shitty personality that will not change until he's 39? Then we will see this repeatedly, season after season. Is he, theoretically, entirely out of form, and he will just get there at some point, and we just went through some sort of form winter for him? Yeah, I agree. Then again, the rest of his attributes is more or less fine. There's like problems of concentration and command of area, but for this level of league, he might be okay. And my problem is not... I'm not happy with him. But I'm not happy with the alternative. The alternative is to open that up. I do not have the confidence that I can find anyone that's better. It's the least shitty that we could get. And we pay too much for this, yes. Like, I get the argument. In particular, the one about the money, this is always a way to get me. So, yeah, sure. That's true. I prefer a goalkeeper that plays for 100 or 152. But I can't seem to find one. Well, in fact, we can maybe... Would you be so kind? Wow, wonderful. So he's not any better. I mean, he commands the area well, but that's about it. Agility is still low. And he's 26. So that's not a signing I'm going for. There's a few available on transfer. That doesn't look impressive at first glance. The agility is fine, the rest of it isn't. Bailey Hamilton is an English guy with a contract that runs out. And Mamad. Don't know anything about him. You know what? Let's offer trials to them. And we might, there's also an argument, we might find somebody that comes in on loan. So that's always an option. If this is any good, that's another question. Non-strikers? We do have recommended strikers that might come in on loan. Oh! Okay. Interesting. You just went down with them, and we helped with that. And there's a Ukrainian that's contract runs out. Yeah. There was also this this defensive midfielder from Ukraine that I cannot scout because he's way too far away and he doesn't want to come over on trial. But he played central defender even though he could jump. Defensive midfielder, something right back, and maybe right midfielder. I'm not entirely sure anymore. So just due to the implied versatility, I think it would be a good signing on loan. And he has half a year in his contract left, if I'm not mistaken. But then the foreign player slots are filled, if I'm not wrong about it. So he doesn't want to come. And I just don't know. I don't want to loan a goalkeeper blindly. I guess we could try to scout him, just to see how much it costs. 2.5k, I don't think so. That's way too expensive. He doesn't want to come either. No. Neither does he. Great. Nobody wants to be scout for us. Who? That must be a trial list. So apparently the 33-year-old decided that he wants to retire. This settles the affair, right? So we will not sign him for an additional year. Now he's available as a scout though. Do we want a shitty scout? Sure, I mean, maybe he doesn't have any pride, never mind. We get a new suggestion. For a goalkeeper that's employed by River Plate right now though. An Argentinian. Great. Would you be willing to come over for a trial for a week at least? Sari has been signed by Cushing, alright. Don't care. Mod Anwar is gone. This is all players that are on a short list or something. Thing. I recall thing. Alright. So Min Tun. He is a reasonable central defender. In particular, the mentals are okay-ish. The aggression, not so much. Medical report is not impressive, and looking at this, he had a bad time. Oh, I also changed the message. This is what ChatGPT suggested. So it must be true, right? At least it sounds like a bot now. Anyway, so I don't think I want him. We still could use an additional central defender. He is really, really shitty though. Like, sorry to say this, but he can't pass a ball, and in general the technical skills is very low. This one. He's also... He was with Penang previously, and I think he was one of the better paid players. He doesn't have nationality. Well, he's not Malay. So, Malaysian? I'm not sure what it's called actually. Also, he doesn't want to talk to us, so I guess that is a thing. We'll put him on the shortlist. Oh no, he is on the shortlist of the actual candidates, so yeah. We got that. Roslan. I do not want a central defender that can't jump and knocks the ball past the opponent. I think we can leave this as it is. So, well, this is better than the other one, given that he doesn't have a bunch of ones, but the overall attributes are really low. So I don't like this. Lukman. Knocks the ball past the opponent, never mind. This one... Where is he from? Okay. He is slow. Nah. I do not want to rely on the star rating too much. So I had a look at the attributes and I'm like, okay, this is white, this is white, this is green. This is normal for young players. So It is a concern, but not the biggest one. This is also bad, but then again, he's 17 years old. Rank 5, pace 5, oh, please no, don't. Jumping reach 9 is alright though. And he has acceleration. So I'm kind of conflicted, because I think we might get him up here. Then again, I'm always looking for potential and not for the current status quo. And the status quo is what we're going for right now. He has low determination and can't jump, so he's not a central defender to us, and we do not need a right back. Ahmad. And this is worse for me, emotionally. He's so slow. And he is resolute. So I want him. Well, to play for the squad, you know. But composure is really low. If we want somebody to outjump the defense most of the, well, the opposition defense or the opposition attack most of the time, though he's probably the one to go for. I realize, thanks. I had a look at him last stream, I think. So yeah, I'm kind of convinced that this could be a good addition to the squad. In particular, given that I want to reshape the personality of the squad too, but this is a big risk. Like, imagine me signing him and paying 70 euros a week for him. Is it worth it? Well, let's compare. Star ratings are bullshit sometimes, so maybe they are very wrong. Or they aren't. So he's slower than Carrier, but can jump more. Actually, Carrier is even weaker. On the mental side, Carrier has better positioning and decision making, but strangely enough, the anticipation and aggression on Ahmad are better. And with the technical department, Carrier is a way better marker. He's also 6 years older, but well, and his heading is a little bit better. But the rest of the technique actually is worse. He wants to be youngster? Oh, he's prone to injury too. Yeah, fuck that, we can afford that. For resolute players, sure. We'll try an adhesion contract here. Sure, you can have that. And he's prone to injury and all, but for the odd appearance from the bench or even in the other 21s, this is alright. Where is it? Here. We are so close to an agreement. So it might be about the injury release clause, he wants the wage. Okay, let's give him 5 euros more. Nah, let's not give him 5 euros more, I don't want that. I'll just repeat this process a little bit. He'll come down. Okay, alright. I've had enough of this, we will just try to force it onto him. So this is okay with me. Did I forget anything? Oh yeah, oh, the relegation wage drop, obviously. If he doesn't accept it, we'll just try again in a few weeks. Fuck. Okay. I didn't misspell his name. Great. So, to the actual candidates list he goes. And we go to a short break, and afterwards we will have a look at the rest of these soon-to-be former trialists. Okay. So, Ahmad. Unambitious, never mind, don't care, go away. Azar. An either-footed central defender that can't jump. I think I will not try to think about this. He's easily discouraged, and he's way too small. Ismail. That's not much better. He is really brave, though. And for some reason, he's considered to be 1.5-star territory. Why is that? Due to the aggression? No. Sabri. That's better. That's not much better. Still, a little bit. 1 meter 69 though. I like the trait, and then I do not like anything else. Personality is okay-ish. Media friendly. So he would want money fast if he developed at all. Could be a candidate for the... Well, to be honest, this is a youth candidate. For the youth team, this would be fine. We don't have the money, though. I guess we can start with that. No. Don't care. Go away. So he's gone. Okay. We take him from the short list. Alright. Oh, I recall. So the chest was, we need to play him as a defensive midfielder in defensive midfield to loan him. I did not want to promise that. So I guess the question is, can we rebuild the roles? Assuming we play him here, sure, as a defensive midfielder, and it's the same here. We could do that, right? So, dear watchers, dear chat, however you want to be referred to, is this a player that we are interested in? To be played as a defensive midfielder in defensive midfield. Maybe on support, maybe on defend duty. We have that choice. Well, due to the formation, probably on defend duty. Is somebody we want? Honest question. I'm not 100% sure. Despite all the yellow stars and the A+ rating and the 23 years. Because, yeah, it's a free loan. They want him to play like this. I'm not saying I want him to play like this, they want me to play him like this. And if you recall last season, we played Nazarudin as a shadow striker, and they kept complaining that he's not played as an attacking midfielder. And, well, I did. It goes to red. I took this out, suggested it. They try to enforce it. So even if I force this down, their throats, they will probably not agree. Squad player, yeah, I can live with that. Sure, the position is fine. Well, yeah. Let's give okay, let's try it like this. I never tried it like this, so maybe that helps. You're correct. Never mind. I'm not saying anything, there's wise people in chat, obviously. And it's not me. Nice. So now we have a chance of getting him on loan. I'll give it to you once the stream makes 10 euros. That will not happen anytime soon. By the way, we surpassed, just putting that out there, we surpassed 69 subscribers on YouTube. It's 17 now. So maybe we can make it to 100 at the end of, probably not a year, at the end of maybe February is a bit ambitious. Well, chances are he'll just play as a defensive midfielder for the odd match, and we do not play him as a squad player, but from the bench. And once he starts complaining, he can go back. I don't think I agree, Mies. Not entirely. If you find a player that is exactly what you want, and you want him to be used like this, then it's really easy. Like, I don't know, say I want to play a winger all the time and in this position every time. It's a bad example. Let's use central defender. Somebody is loaned as a central defender and is always used as a central defender, and they want him to play less as a central defender, then there's no problem. And to answer the question about the loans journal, maybe. So there's a somewhat big question about a few positions in this squad. Okay, so say Zakaria plays here, Ankun doesn't play here. Arif Asman doesn't play here either. Who the hell are you? This position is covered. We got this. Who are you? No. So that's done. And on the left it's, well, it's a few players actually, but not these two. Yeah, you have a point, but then you know me, I barely do that. I'm not even sure if I'm serious. To a degree, I tend to stick to the same stuff. Let's put Guthrie in here too. Even though he doesn't know how to play in central midfield, but I think he belongs here. On the left, we have Harsey. And then there's a bunch of nothing. So this one's a permanent signing, if at all, but not a loan. Doesn't help the squad right now. Christopher and Samri. Either of them will do. He was a 6.65 last season. He was a 6.73. So Samri's the better one. Alright, he's also expensive. Christopher isn't. And, well, let's compare this again. So Christopher is the cheaper one. At least according to the scout. We are talking about inverted wingers or something. Well, in this case, though, it's about a defensive midfielder, and to be honest, the player has good skill overall. He's a good tackler. None of these two. Still talking about a defensive midfielder. I think it makes sense to get the loan in anyway. I will not rely on loans that much, not in comparison to last season. As you can see here, I'm trying to go for a permanent signing. So, are we willing to sign Nard, Tilasto, Christopher on a permanent basis? They're both 25 years old. Reports on both say he's outside scouting scope. What the hell? He's a very consistent one though, apparently. I'll start with Samri and see if he would be willing to sign for... Okay, he won't. That's moderately cheap for his level of skill, but I don't think I want to afford that. We don't have the money. Yeah, and he's missing... a little bit of pace. But I was thinking about only being accomplished in this position. That said, that's not that much of a problem. And if this is correct, I think I'm fine with it. Fringe player, well, this is... Sure, man. Sure. Easy. Okay. So, we try to negotiate him down to 80 to 90. It will probably end up at 90. Let's start with 80. Backup left winger. Not on this level. And it gives us tactical flexibility. So part of the reason why both of these were on loan, these are both former loanees of ours, Christopher as well as Samri. They both have a stronger right foot and are capable of playing inverted winger. And if you recall, you probably do, Mazrin is an overlapping wingback with a stronger left foot that has, well, he's trying to get good on in the attacking department, but he has good crossing. So what happened most of the time is he overlapped, so we needed an inverted winger to a degree. And so we need one of these two, or anyone that has a stronger right foot on the left wing. In theory, we could also play Ankun there, but that's just emergency situations for me. So I'm willing to have one in the squad on a permanent basis that can do that. In particular, if it's a French player and he's not that expensive, which he isn't, obviously, I think it makes sense. So I'll sign him for a season. If it doesn't work out, well, okay. But I think that's money well spent for tactical flexibility on the left wing specifically. He can also He can also play back here. Might even play him as some sort of a winger here. Or, you know, from the attribute profile alone, we can maybe teach him to play on the right wing from time to time too. This is not a primary concern right now. I'm not trying to retrain him. But if there's a player missing, we'll play him on the right. So, given the amount of money involved here, well, hopefully involved, or the lack thereof, I think this is a reasonable signing. And he wants a 1-year extension. Yeah, that clause is fine. I'm okay with this. It says 70 to 100 here, so starting with 80 is too far away for him. Okay, so we'll make it 90, and we'll leave this in. That's fine. Go back to this, renegotiate it. So this is a known value at this point, this player. I think we know what to expect. He had worse performances. On the other hand, I think he didn't have that many matches anyway. 5. Was he hurt or something? He had a tight cough somewhere. No, he just never got really sharp. I think that's it. Oh. Okay. So that's 110 euros on the wage budget. I will lose Samri, even though he's still an actual candidate to me. We'll remove him here. Don't care. So this should settle this position. On the right wing, there's Baru, Da Costa Lima, Guti, I don't think we need to bring back Hammer in this situation. There's just too many players here. Well, in theory, we could have retrained him on the left, but forget about that. And no Ali, who are you? Is he on any shortlist? He's a released player. Go away. So that covers that. We still have an option here, but I think that's fine. We will not bring back Willy. Apparently we will consider bringing back Willy. As a poacher, obviously, because that's what he's good at. He made it to... Oh, that's... Oh. Oh! Well, where is this? In a non-league team, so I don't know what kind of competition they played. No, we do not want Willy. Sure. We still do not want Willy, even though the scout was wrong about that amount of money. This is not... I can't afford it for a backup striker. Given... So go away. He's... I hate shortlists like this. A fickle striker, go away. Shamsuddin. That's... from immigration. I mean, but he's not the kind of striker I'm looking for. You know me at this point. And I think we have reasonable options to slot in if it comes to it. Same here. So... we will use Guti or even the youngster, what's his name? Ahmad? No, Ahmad. I'm not that bad at it. We will use one of them up front, if it comes to it. That or one from the under-19. I expect Elbakchuk still to play most of the time. And if it doesn't go well, then it doesn't go well. This is done. We're okay here. Defensive midfield is... well, we offered for somebody there. In a short list. Oh, great. There's a ton of players on any shortlist, so I don't know. Left back is not done yet. And central defense. So we needed a left back and a central defender. Okay. Left back, well, what a coincidence. Is this the one though? Sure. I think we need to... that's something I'm prone to do myself. Okay, first of all, let me have a drink, you know. All of this talking. So, something that I'm very prone to do myself is to make long-term plans in the face of short-term challenges. And the short-term challenge here is we need a replacement on the left side that can do an appropriate job. So somebody on Mazrin level or a little bit lower that is capable of playing there. I do not care much if it's a youth player or a loan player. I would prefer a youth player, obviously, but I will not go out of my way to play a youth player there. So we have options there. And in case both of our options get hurt, for example, we could go and use one of these. There's a bunch of them. So a player like Sink might have a chance. But let me just ask the director of football if he can come up with any loan suggestions. And we will see if he does right after the break. So I have good news and bad news. The good news is we will probably save some money. The bad news is the director of football doesn't know anyone that can play left back. What's wrong with you, Amron? We'll just force him to do it himself. Seriously though, maybe we have somebody here in the scouting menu. Like Jimmy Raymond, for example. So we're looking for somebody that's either fairly cheap. Samri, the former player of ours, no, it's immigration player. Like him. Oh, left winger. Yeah, but left winger is even... Well, I guess Carlos da Costa Lima? If that counts. And from an ability perspective, I guess Jafar would count, in theory. But I really do not want to play him at all. I want to get rid of him. Selamat has better personality at least, and to be fair, he has more than 2 points dribbling, but it's not much. So, not convinced by that. And then we're, well... Hassan. He's fairly fast. And that's about it. He can run. As long as it doesn't involve a ball, he's fine. So I'm not sure if this is the way to go. And apparently the only right winger in the squad is Jafar. Yeah. So we would need to retrain one of the strikers or something. As a winger, I mean, sure. Have a look at him again. Physical goods are okay. The work rate's good. Let me phrase it that way. If somebody gets hurt, I think this is a reasonable option. But to go with him into the season, I have my doubts. Like, so just imagine he would be a model citizen or a model professional or something. Then, very different story. Or just remember, you can probably recall the start of last season. Well, I think he's more useful as a left back. That said, he doesn't develop anyway in whatever position. So if I put him to winger position in addition to that, it will not help him. I'm not sure if it subtracts any skill points. Football Manager's system there is a bit hard to comprehend sometimes. So given that he already knows how to play a left winger, I'm not sure if attacking midfield is detrimental to his development. But I don't know. It doesn't serve a purpose. He needs playing time and he won't get it here. He's probably want to, well, at least loan out. And to be fair, it's not specific to him. Like, there's 90% in here can be loaned out or they can go away. With the exception of that one playmaker-ish type. Where the hell is he? Him. I think in his case, I want to make an exception. That looks reasonable overall for a midfielder. No, I don't. I don't. And I might follow the current ability starts too much. But on the pitch, once he plays, he works very hard and he has good tactical awareness in general. He tries to work, well, no, he tries to work his best with teammates. Yeah, that's true. That said, he doesn't train well, and, well, he most likely doesn't train well. His personality is fickle. Funnily enough, he's not outspoken. I don't know what this means. In fact, let me have a look. This is what we do around here, right? So let's try. This person is a new gen. He's below the age of 19. He's media friendly and fickle. Okay. So this implies ambition of 16 to 20, which is very positive. That's great. Controversy of 1 to 14. So that's not too horrible, actually. Reasonable determination, 5 to 17. The average is 12.13. Oh, I forgot something. The 12 points of determination I didn't enter. My bad. Leadership's 1. Great. So he probably won't be captain anytime soon. Professionalism, funnily enough, is 9 to 15. So it's masked by the overall bad personality. Okay. This is what convinces me. Not so much the stuff here. But if he's somewhat professional at least, and he's very ambitious, this is one to develop. That said, his loyalty is 4 to 6. So we will develop him and we will go straight out the door once he has an opportunity for it. Alright. So can't cross the board for sure though. It's left-footed. Making plans, making plans. He didn't have traits, did he? No, that's good. Alright, fuck it. So, you have a vision? We will try. We will try the hard way though. Put him up here. He's not in this list yet. Skip forward a few hours. Sure. There is low influence from the rest of the squad. Chances are he will lose some ambition and some professionalism in this group. Chances are also he will probably gain some loyalty. So that's a trade-off I'm willing to make. I'm alright with this. He's also the youngest in the group. So I'm hoping that the rest will have some influence on him. Some positive influence. And, well, I guess I'm hoping that he turns out to be a success. Not sure about that yet. So, we have a left back. We found it in the under-19s. I will not loan anyone. Doesn't have an impact on the wage budget. And he will be gone at the end of the season if either he doesn't play well or he plays too well. Chances are it will be... I don't know. What do I know anyway? Which leaves us with a lack of central defenders, right? The menu got populated again with a bunch of shortlisted players. This or that, or I just didn't remove him. So these can go away, right? These are the ones to knock the ball past the opponent, if I recall correctly. He's okay. He's resolute, he's okay. This is how it works. That's the one that I wanted to sign for 30 euros on an adhesion contract and he didn't accept. How dare you? Is this the right player, right? Yeah. He seems to have second thoughts. Great. Okay. So, no adhesion contract today. We'll just make it a 3-year contract and for no money. Perfect. This went well. He doesn't like it. Fine. We'll sign you like this. 30 euros I can afford. So now we have a youngster backup that is not one of our former players, but I don't care. Yeah, and we will play him if it comes to it, and if we don't, we have him for 30 euros, so he can play in the under-21s for an additional 2 years or something. It's processing. Never mind. It's not processing anymore. Rumbly. Nope. Ilya Ivanov. That's not too bad, but we have a ton of wingers on the right, so I'm okay with that. Don't care about him. There's a few trials that finished. We had a look at every one of these. Okay. It's too fast. Well, there's nothing going on, so I will skip forward and we will include another break, if you like it or not. Not much happened. We did. Let me show you. Here's a friendly against both. Great at the start of the well, I guess at the start of the end of the break. Whatever. This is what happens if you work and then you stream. This is also what happens if a player played fairly well for you and then you offer a contract to him. So I'm happy with this. Yes, we will sign him. Now we have 2 central defenders. If nobody hurts themselves, we might stand a chance of playing them. Great. Okay, so we will register him for the squad. Both, actually. And he'll get a number. Holy shit. Why does he have a number at all? That's better. So Sink wants number 15, he can have that. Carlos da Costa Lima wants number 7, he can have that. No problem. Goalkeeper gets number 1. Yes, this is very upsetting, but he still is number 1. I'm very sorry. I don't think he will insist. So where the hell is... what's his name? Mod Hussein? No. Elbak? No, Elbak will not be number... no, wait. He'll be number 9. As he deserves. I was looking for Badrul Hisham. So... I'm not 100% sure if Badrul Hisham or Yilmaz will be standout fullback this season. I guess there's an argument to be made that Yilmaz should do it. Well, then I will upset your mind. No problem. You're welcome. This season we might play him as a pressing forward most of the time. That, or I will throw the tactic out of the window in 3 matches. So, also, who says target forward can't be number 10? I will do this just to upset you. This is what I do for my watchers. As I said, you're welcome. So, we will give Badrul Hisham number 2. We need a central defender, so I guess Carrier gets number 3 and Fakrullah number 4. Ouch! That's not fair! Hey! Who's number 5? Left back. Mazrin. So number 6 is Zakaria? Does that make sense? Carlos da Costa Lima got number 7, so I guess Ankun is number 8. Who's number... Oh, yeah. What? No, not number 10, number 9. Why did I do that? Well, to be fair, he's more of a number 10 anyway. But it doesn't matter. Who gets number 10? Who's the creative guy in this squad? I guess Ankun, somehow. Ahmad gets number 10, but he's not really good. Guti's even worse. So, well, at least from that perspective. Zakaria number 99. Why would we give him number 99? I want this to be sorted in a reasonable manner most of the time. You know, there's people on this planet that actually identify players by their numbers. I don't know if you knew. I actually know a person. And I want to be somewhat inclusive, given that I can't remember a single number for any player. Not forced to it. I couldn't tell you a single number of Stuttgart. Even though I watched them basically every single week. I have no idea. I recognize the players by their faces and, you know, I guess, stature of figure. We will learn these by heart. Where am I? So, we will give Ahmad number 10 because he's the only one in this squad that can play a pass. There's one player missing. Who am I missing? Somebody on the left. So I guess that's Harsey. Harsey gets number 11. Alright. So then we have 12, 13, 14, 15 for no, not 15's gone. So I guess Guti is number 19. And I will not have a number 99. Don't worry, number 20's coming in. Him. Well, yes and no. We stuck to what we have. So that will suffice. He'll get a squad number. Number 20. I did number the players, specifically for you, Mies. Can you imagine that? Well, we'll see. All of this pessimism all the time. We'll make it to mid-table like this. We won't. Toasted on the squad planner. There's barely any... It included a bunch of players from these random shortlists again. I hate that. Shortlists are not intended to be used that way. in Football Manager. If this is configurable, please tell me where. I really want to switch that off. All of this automatic inclusion in this stuff. Can this be done? It always includes random shortlist filter. Well, I do not want to, well, but sometimes I want to include players that are not currently at the club. I just want it not to be redone automatically all the time. Me putting a player on the shortlist does not imply that the player needs to go into this menu. Welcome, sir, new manager of Uruguay Montevideo. Glad to have you here. It's horrible. This was included so you don't plan in Excel anymore. Well, or Google Sheets if you are poor like me. So I guess we will go get planning in Google Sheets after all. I do not care about any of these players, do I? Okay, have fun. You know, staff shortlist or something? He isn't. This is a former player of ours, he is. Okay. I see. I didn't get that. This is our star signing of the season. We will play him as a striker just to annoy Mies. Nah, we won't. We'll play him as a central defender. And then he will be too slow, and we're hoping for Zakaria 2.0. That's what's going on. Are you kidding me? You might have a supporter here, right in this stream for this kind of formation. You can play a 4-4-2 these days, Mies. I should know. There should be a screenshot somewhere. Hell no, he says. What is it, a 4-3-3? Reasonable formation. Probably balanced mentality. I'm turning into Mies 2.0. Come to think of it. He gets number 21 in the senior squad. Good luck, sir. True. You got promoted. I didn't. Because there's no promotion to be had here anymore. We just need to win the league. And then we will win the Asian Champions League and then we'll move on. It might take me another 10 seasons, but... Can we remove him from the shortlist now? Thanks. No. Hell no. Not interested anymore. We have everything we need on the left wing. We're not interested in midfield either. So, you have some fun going on. How the hell do you make it till 2062 in this game? This is... I can't comprehend it. This is a typical Bravo thing, isn't it? You seem to be able to do a season within half an hour. At least it seems that way to me. And it takes me a whole footballing season in real life to pass half an hour on Football Manager, at least from the perspective of other people, probably. I don't get it. Probably one league loaded. You gotta be kidding me. I can't accept that. That's like starting a game and going AFK until it's resolved. By the way, did I mention that we need a physio? Okay. Is there any transfer coming in? No. You have 1 point. He might. Perfect. So he doesn't get any influence from the group. He does influence the rest of the group though. Who am I to sign as a backup striker? Somebody's just listening to this, they will never understand. That's not a backup though. So who would that be? Oh, easy money. No problem. We can afford that. That does sound good, bravo. It does. We'll ask somebody that knows about players. He doesn't know about left backs, but the rest of it, he'll be fine. So we need a striker. On loan, preferably, because I can't pay anyone. Perfect. 21 from Ukraine. Sure. We need to sign him for the hair. From Belarus. This one will not be any good. He's not better than what we have. I suspect, at least. And these two will not come over for our trial. No, 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 no. Apparently the word you just... That is fine, I'll allow this. Well, I will allow it. So, this is... Roughly translated, it says, what's canister in English anyway? It's a, like fuel tank or something. Canister? That's way too easy. So he basically said canister heads. And to be honest, they look like it. Sorry for the person that generates these at SI, but these need to be replaced at some point. Not the 3D models. The 3D models are fine, it's probably the same. But the 2D representations are just... We laugh about that a lot. That's not a good sign. He's listed for loan. Do we want to bring in a random 21-year-old Ukrainian? Which reminds me, We should probably have a look at the league rules again. So how many... Is it in here? Yes. So we can have a maximum of 9 foreign players. And so we have 2 left. Well, to be fair, I want to. But once I add region phases, I'm not sure what happens to FM23. So it's unlikely that I pick up the save again. But once I do that, I will risk losing all of the regen phases of, you know, FM23. Well, risk losing. It's probably very likely that I lose them all. Because I'll just use the new gen phase pack again. I still have that. So, I can do that. Given the amount of time we look at this, it's probably the reasonable way to do things. So, shall we assign 2 random foreign players? True. True. That should work. I think that's actually how it works, yes. Alright. I'll have him. He's 19. His contract runs out. He's fast. He can play at least 5 position. Probably more. He has some strength, even though he can't jump. I remember. And he's basically available for free at the end of his contract. Go away with that. We won't follow that anyway. It doesn't matter. This can go away. Fine. So, we just offered to play him as a defensive midfielder. And if none of these trialists wants to come over, then he does it immediately. He'll probably be really shitty, but I don't care. None of these wants to come. Shall we sign another random striker? Might as well play somebody from the under 19. Apparently he's really good. How about a 28-year-old Indian guy? He's still under contract. We could get him on loan. What? I'm trying to sign a striker. That's how you do these things, right? I have zero idea what crickets is. I realize that this is a game, but... That looks like baseball, just with... I know jack shit about baseball too, so... Let me not continue talking. It's useless. Alright, he can't play any other position. Well, that's sad. Well, look at that. Could be worse. We'll train him like this. I realize. But okay, so you know something about baseball that I knew too. But still, I basically know nothing about baseball. We have a lone player. This is a positive. The spirits of Sealand have been appeased. He doesn't want to come. So, we can't afford anyone anymore anyway. Yeah, slightly over budget. Do we have transfer budget? We have! And we don't need it. So, that doesn't resolve it. So I might as well leave it. I have no idea who that is. Honestly, I could not even tell you the rules of baseball. I know that they slap a ball somewhere with a hard stick, and then people are running in circles. That's what I know about baseball. And I guess you can run in the circle until somebody caught the ball? Is that how it works? And if they get to one of these bases, it gives points or something. Yeah, sorry, it's not a circle. Sure. I wouldn't have known it's a diamond shape, though. It's something. A field. I guess the baseball field. He doesn't look that bad. Mozza here. That's... I mean, I guess we have a central defender now. Nah. We'll go with what we have. He's bad. We determined that we will play the youth player there. He's a striker and apparently he's good. Oh, he's still under contract. He would want to be star player though. I mean, I guess we can promise that and then let him leave if he doesn't play. So, that's an asshole move though. Also, he's old and, well, he's old. He's 23 and he's fairly determined. I want somebody with a better personality. Mahazir, good jumper, plays short, simple passes. Available from PDRM, susceptible to injury. Huh. To the shortlist he goes. We don't need or want him. No response for the assistant manager stuff. We got that. We got that. Doesn't matter to us anymore. Break! I need Coke. Okay, so I found that. Cheers. So, that one central defender I just stumbled over. That might be okay-ish. For now we have... Well, in theory we could play him in central defense from time to time. That's not the most horrible idea ever, given that he's around for loan. So we have a right back. I guess we have two right backs and he can rot somewhere in his job as a director of football. Also Mendruk's around, so he can play that too. So we have this. We have a left back here, to a degree. Somebody that can play a pass in theory if he's not hurt. Carlos da Costa Lima, Ahmad for midfield, Christopher for left side, and Guti for... yeah, we're more or less done. We could use an additional central defender though, if he is willing to join on loan. So we will have that look at that short list of actual candidates. That doesn't contain that many players. So Summary is not really available and he's too expensive. This guy's not on a well-paid contract and he's fairly cheap most likely. I don't know if this is true though. Minecom, yeah, I mean I get that. This Chernollet. This is not much better than Sync, is it? Technically, well, it's about the technical attributes, isn't it? So they are just different player profile a little bit. On the other hand, he's really, really bad on the technical side, and he's whatever. We don't have any money. If he has 30 euros as a demand, I will sign him. He wants 80, fuck off. Not yet. Seems like it's a... What do you call those? You know, the clubs that do not have a supporters base either? Just some money in the background, or maybe not, or some sort of brand. Reminds me of somebody. And if they get relegated, they just do some sort of management buyout, and I don't know, it's not a management buyout. What's it called? Whatever. They just buy another club. I can't recall if I know any clubs like that. This one's really bad. He's a professional though, so we will try to sign him for 30 euros. That's better. Too far away. Well, in that case, we will not find a solution here. Central defender I was. He really has low contract demands. So, honest question. Do I want to sign him on a permanent basis? If this is true... It's not an adhesion contract yet, but that's close. So if I don't sign him... Yeah, but... So here's the deal. He's 23. He's susceptible to injury, so from a risk-based perspective we could argue, okay, we don't have the money. There's some doubts about this player too. I'm okay with that perspective. But he's probably able to play in the league. Most of the time. If he's not hurt. Also, have a look at that acceleration and pace. Like, the combination of some acceleration, a reasonable amount of pace at least, some jumping reach, and, you know, lackluster strength, but at least he's free. I don't know why I'm showing 4. That seems like a combination that's rather rare. His positioning is a bit off, and sure, the mentals are all over the place. But he also knows how to head the ball. So I would argue that's not too bad. He also has a trait that I like on a central defender. In particular on one like this. So that's all fine. He's on 70 euros per week and they have an option to extend his contract as well as a 1-year extension of the league games. So here's the thing. I'm ranting on. The thing is, once he plays for a year for us, doesn't hurt himself, and he's alright, they will just extend his contract and he will not come over. We will not be able to sign him anymore. He made 15 appearances last season, and his market value is 0. Assuming his contract demands are actually 35 euros per week, this is a steal. Assuming it's 100, I will loan him. So I'm trying to invert this. I'll try to sign him on a permanent basis. Then we have an option. And if he doesn't make it, we will probably find a loan target for this kind of player. Or just sell him. This guy's good. Good idea. Let's try this. So we loan him as a squad player. Don't care about this. Well, I do care. I want to be able to finish this. And we will add... Where the hell is the clauses? Why can't I do this? There's no future fee included here. Can't include a future fee. Why? Yeah, on paper, but they have an option. So that's rubbish. So I guess it was a good idea to annul it. Now we will do it the other way. Never mind. Okay, they want 50k for him, so we will... we'll do something like this. 4.3k, so... I want a symbolic gesture here. We can get him for free. Well, it's too late now. They will pay €1 off his wages. And if I can get him for, I don't know, 45 or something, it's still worth it, isn't it? If he wants 100, we can just slap his hand and say thank you, and then he will go away. That's... Well, for sure not. Not with a loan contribution of 0. Squad player, alright. So he wants 65, he's on 70 right now, so we can start maybe with... 40 is a bit low. We'll start with 40. We'll start with 40 anyway. It's about the money after all. I can live with that, and I can live with that too. It's also a short-term contract, so... Make it 45? Come on, man. We will agree on 50 in the end. Quite a distance, my ass. As I said, we will agree on 50. And you will accept the relegation... Well, you won't. He'll just accept this. Now we can renegotiate this. So we pay €49 a week for him. This all can go away. Sure. It's money. I will haggle until the last euro. In case you're wondering, I'm also one of these people to pick up cents on the street, yes. You probably could have guessed. And we will try to include an option. He doesn't want that. And we will try to include an automatic extension after 15 league games, if in case we avoid... In fact, we can probably keep him even if we do not avoid relegation. So, in case we get relegated, we still want him to be in the club. Yeah, he accepts that. Perfect. And no, you will not have him back. I should have tried 3 or 4 euros from covering the wages. Okay. So now we are slightly over the wage budget. Then again, we save on the staff so far. Ooh, there's training coming up. And we do not have a physio yet. I shouldn't have fired everyone. Why did I do that? This is bad. That's really, really bad. This decreases sharpness quite a lot. It does nothing to injury risk. I need a physio. Thank you. This barely matters to me. We need physios and a sports scientist. Okay. Physio. You are a physio. Would you please be willing to work for us? No. Can't afford that. How about you? That's better, but this is the wrong kind of physio, and also we can pay a whole 50 euros. Thought so. A young one. A physio that is at most 30 years old. Can we reduce this even further? 25. Okay, that's really shitty. I never thought of this. So, he's 27. Slightly younger than me. It was worth a try. How about him? I think the idea is not bad. Not sure if take a young one is similar to take a bad one, though. They all want money. I think sometimes if they are foreign stuff, that helps. But France, England, and Japan are not exactly known for lowballed wages. I think he wanted a few hundred, yeah. For reputation. Insert column. Where's reputation? It's the wrong view anyway. Here. This is the current wage. Okay. Insert column and reputation. Where is this? Rating. Can't seem to find it. Well. General. World reputation. Okay. See? I only played this game for like 10 years. How should I know? This. Well, I think you have a point. There's stuff in here that is qualified, and then there's these here. So he's a physio. Mr. Rumley. Former Johor DT guy. And he has no reputation whatsoever, apparently. We also talked to him like 5 seconds ago. There's a bunch of other people here. He's under contract. He would work for 120 euros. That's really good. Sadly, the board doesn't allow it. They don't care about the compensation though. The 3.5k. I shouldn't have fired all the staff. There were people in there that worked for 80 euros. Why did I fire all the physios and sports scientists? I did. There's AdWords running and we don't get any, well, the ad says, we'll pay 50 euros a week and everybody's like... So, that's what's going on there. I think actually it's the other way around. The employed ones are the ones that are willing to take lower wages, funnily enough. I can ask for family friendly. This stream has never been family friendly. It explicitly says here. Let me have a look. Where is it? Audience, everyone. No. But content labels, there we go. So I have no drug label for this stream, no gambling. Because obviously this is no gambling. It's not mature rated. Oh, I didn't set it up. It says here significant profanity or vulgarity. Prolonged and repeated use of obscenities, profanities, and vulgarities, especially as a regular part of the speech. I'm not sure if that's true. I don't think I'm that person. I'm also not violent and there's no sexual themes here. So I guess I'm okay with that. But it's not family friendly either, you're correct. So, sorry about that. And if I hurt your religious values or something, I guess I would want to make a joke, but really, I'm not in the mood. People do all kinds of stuff over religion, so... I don't know. Anyway. We can... I think we can ask to increase the wages. The board. So, we will do that. There's ads for all of this already. For some reason the menu still shows up. Because, well, I don't know why. We will skip forward, see what the board decides, and do an ad break. BRB. Alright, so there was a fortnightly staff meeting. I immediately skipped that and requested a summary. Preseason, we will do light training for sure. Could also do tactical. No, we will do light preseason training. You know how the players are destined to get hurt anyway. And this will go through the squad planner. Obviously, we will attend that meeting. So this is the menu that is all jumbled up with a bunch of people from the shortlist, so I will not have a look at this. There's a bunch of contracts that expire. Most importantly, Ancun, Diego, Mazarin. That's it. 4 under-19 contracts expire any of the season. Ooh. Is there anyone in here that is any good? So, I'm not asking because I want to offer a new contract. I'm asking because I want to sell them. Or loan them out. So, we want to get loan offers for all of these, right? Let's try. He is open to that. Fine. If somebody comes with a loan offer, I'm probably happy to overload the wages. He's listed for loan already. I don't have big problems with Isha. I just want my money back. Jafar, yeah, well... We got along for a match or two. I should probably include loan cannot be terminated, but it doesn't matter. ID. Could be worse. Player status. McManamee's attracting interest. Honest question. Do we want to offload McManamee to save 70 euros and find a loan replacement for him, or play the youth player? There's somebody in the under 19s. So, assuming we get rid of McManamee for, well, obviously his wage replacements. Is he wanted on loan, or is he wanted... He's wanted in general. He just signed for us, he doesn't want to leave. Why, Lee? This is so much positivity. I really like this. I will need to cut something here to smile all the time, just like the Joker. Well, so I wanted to compare McManamee to the guy in the under 19s, but I will do that later. Oh, don't worry. I think we will register. I think we will register everyone, actually, because registration is free if we don't use the 40 slots, and we have 20 players, so we can register like half of the under 19 teams. It doesn't matter, and I will not put in additional. There are not enough goalkeepers. There are enough goalkeepers. 2 is fine. This is the light schedule, by the way. And apparently the board doesn't answer to our requests to increase wages. Why would they? Abdullah is now 17. So as a result, we will try to get rid of his wages. Approximately in a month. Well, in a month and a week. So 5 weeks? 5.3 weeks, formally speaking. Yep. Yep. This is the primary trained tactic, that's okay. By the way, we got increases on all of these. So now we should be able to sign stuff that is slightly more pricey. No, no cup yet. In fact, competitions say we don't play, well, we play the Shupi Piala FA. And the rules here say start date is in March. End date is also in March. Yeah, it's in here. We'll figure it out as we go. There should be the other 2 cups back here, but we'll probably get it soon enough. Me too, actually. For the purpose of the financial benefits. Which reminds me, how's the season so far? Oh! Well, I mean, I guess the sponsorship income is really helpful. We got TV revenue for no matches whatsoever. Seems like this is distributed all throughout the season without any additional matches being played. We just get TV revenue due to the contract. Okay. We get him for 50 euros. So that resolves the issue with the central defender. Who are you? We're done now. It's fine. I mean, PDRM are obviously really high quality players in general. They just got relegated on 12 points or something, so... There's... Did you see that? First of all, he'll get a staff number. Whatever, player number. Are you serious? Definitely not, no. I mean, I guess it's a thing. Now that I did all of the squad planning, obviously, I want to switch clubs. Terengganu is... well, you can sign a replacement. So... Also, he probably told you about it half a year ago. In a little bit more seriousness, do you really want me to leave that club? Like right now? I mean, I guess there's always the prospect to have a look at that. Where the hell's the job center? Should be somewhere around here. I'm confused. You can probably see I never do this. I never look for other jobs. Staff. Oh yeah, staff, thank you. Here. So yeah, I never do that. We can just go and train Wolfsburg. In case we want to continue the theme of random money that comes from somewhere. Or Western Supermare, why not? No. I'd rather not. Perf Glory. Where the hell is Perf Glory? The under 21s of Sarawak United are open to. Here. Oh, in Australia. Well... The offers are... Well, these are not really tempting, are they? I don't want to leave Malaysia. Specifically, but... It feels kind of bad to train another team in the same league. Even though the financial circumstances might be better and so on. Also, I just assembled a squad of players that I like. I will need to think about this. I'll do the usual. I'll do a bathroom break. Kirby? Hi. But I don't want to. It feels illoyal. And loyalty is very important to me. Also, I don't want to deal with whatever their squad is made up of. Nah. I don't want to. If somebody outside Malaysia comes along, then I will have something to think about. Saudi. Nobody wants to. Why did you decline? Well, that's easy. No interest in leaving my job. This is how it is. That's true. I don't want to. I planned for the season here. Now we will find a physio and maybe a sports scientist again, because I'm a dumbass for firing all of them. This is profanity again. This is not family friendly, I'm very sorry about this. Also, I just lied, so this is not family friendly either. Please make sure no children watch this. That is true though. What else? Okay, going back to the physio debate. We will probably have the option now to pay 60 euros. We'll see. That's wrong. I misclicked. So we're looking for a physio. Great. Didn't they just tell me that they increased the wages? What is wrong with them? This is not bound to the wage budget, is it? We don't need to transfer budget anyway, so I will shift this over. That won't matter though. Oh, now we are on course. Of course. This has nothing to do with the staff though. Just sign a random person. It's still 50. This will be a very interesting season. You'll see. It also pains me to say this. I opened the packet at the wrong side. You can probably see this. My purely imaginary OCD is kicking in. Oh! He was listed for loan. Why are we concerned? Okay. No, I did not. The board increased the wages. Now instead of 50 euros a week, we can offer 50 euros a week. This is exactly what happened. So we have a whole 0 euros increase. Thank you very much, dear board. And obviously I cannot ask for a second increase again. Given this, I'm also slightly confused. The wages are in control apparently. There's still some scouting budget left. We might actually make some money this season. But we cannot sign any staff. So Don't know. He's an amateur. Good agility. No throwing skill. Tends to punch the ball. First touch is bad. Low eccentricity, which I like. Kicking is low. One-on-ones are probably acceptable. Handling reasonable. Reflex is not that great. He's available for free though. Between 240 and 300. Trial? Trial. Maybe he reconsiders. Or I do. He might be a model citizen after all. He doesn't want to come. Well, in that case, off you go. There also seems to be no interest in our players whatsoever. With the exception of Lee McManamy. He might have passed. For 300. Him. Random spam signing for 300 euros. Costs 1.8k to scout him. He doesn't want to come for a trial. This could be a casual for all I know. I will not spam sign somebody like this. It doesn't make sense. I get the argument, but... Nah. Man. Nah. I'm sorry. Doesn't make sense. Not everything that comes in is a missed opportunity that needs to be taken. Sometimes it's unreasonable to take the risk, I guess. You can happily fire away once you're a millionaire, but I'm not. And this club is not. Oh, we might lose him to armed forces. What a pity. We'll still be alright. So McManamy still wanted, but only barely. Nobody else. A very tall center back. Him? He's in a senior squad. You might not think this is reasonable, but he's in your senior squad. He has good personality. So, in addition to Zakaria being around, who by the way is not part of this mentoring group because Zakaria still gets influence from them, McManamy apparently is influenced in a positive manner by this group of youngsters. Same as Harsh Singh. So, assuming that these have above average professionalism, I think it makes sense to have them in the squad. So there's a bunch of trash players in here, but the general personality of the squad didn't change much, most likely. These are determined apparently for some reason. And, well, that makes sense. Look at that. So that's, they have been at the club of a similar period. But Zakaria, Ahmad is resolute. Zakaria is professional. Guit? Guite? I don't know. He's a resolute player too. Ahmad is lighthearted, but that includes some professionalism if I recall the calculator correctly. Da Costa Lima is a random person that I know to be somewhat professional, because he always turns up with these guys. Christopher is new. I didn't know that he was somewhat professional, so cool. He doesn't need to be, but the implication is that he might be. And given that this is secondary social group A, they're getting there. So now they need additional influence on the squad and obviously additional skill. And then we will turn this club into a professional club. Well, into a club with a general squad personality that is somewhat professional. First fairly and then more. There's not a single application. Okay, that was the wrong affiliate, but I still collected. That is really great. Nice. So we can have YPM or SSTMI as an affiliate club. I didn't really think about this. They have excellent youth recruitment. What? This is the Youngster Academy, isn't it? They have limited youth recruitment, yeah. There's a Youngsters Academy club somehow. Okay. I need to copy paste this to Google. I have no idea what this means. Yeah, they have a Wikipedia entry in Malay. That's wonderful. I do not comprehend this. Shouldn't there be a Google translation somehow? Guess we do it like this. The idea of establishing the Malaysian sports school was also the result of a visit by the sports division blah 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 from Canada in 1985. Benchmarking visit session also continued to the sports school blah blah in 1996. The visit aims to identify the concept and implementation of a Malaysian-style sports school and get an idea as a far-sighted step to develop students who have the potential to become national athletes. It is a sports school. Okay. So, I think the answer is pretty easy. Their reputation is shitty. It's not stealing. This is what we do it for. So we affiliate with them. They have basic training and youth facilities, but excellent recruitment. So, that's what we do it for. It's... How do I recommend this? There's no button around here. Choose as affiliate club, obviously. The kind of menus in Football Manager. I got it though. Now we will pay them 50k per season. Thanks, man. It says you have selected. So I thought, okay, it's been selected. But apparently you need to hit the confirm button. For whatever reason. Also, this game's optimized for mobile screens, obviously. Or low-resolution screens, given that they can't just show the whole fucking menu here. We did increase a few wages. Not that it matters. We will most likely have an affiliate club in the near future. Not a senior affiliate though, but a feeder club. A youth academy. And I declined 4 jobs of the Malaysian League. In the Liga Super Malaysia. No Terengganu for me. Should be. But Jeffrey was highly susceptible to injury. Nope, 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 nope. No, I'm a loyal servant to the club. What else, Jeffrey? Should be in here somewhere. Here. Oh, he's with Kelantan. He was a loanee, true. So he's still available, yes. And, well, honestly his performances have been fine. The question is, do we need him? Because we have 4 central defenders. So, I don't see that. Carrier, Fakrula, we don't need Jeffrey again. We have Ahmad. And we have Mahazir. Probably mispronounced that. Hafiz Ideal Mahazir. Apparently his name is Hafiz Ideal. So Hafiz Ideal bin Mahazir. I don't think we need a 4th. Now, we can argue that maybe Ahmad is not fit for the first team, but then again... We wanted a tall central defender, right? He's tall. We'll be fine. We can loan Jeffrey if it doesn't go well after half the season. He will probably play at Kelantan these days. So, yeah, he's somewhat available. That's really bad. We still need that physio, by the way. I don't want to live in this footballing universe anymore. Okay. We have the options to send players on loan to whatever it is, and we will cover their wages in full. I hate that. They have no obligation to play the player, and we reserve the option to recall the player where possible. They have the option to request a friendly between the 2 clubs and can keep all the gate receipts. We are under no obligation to accept this friendly or field a full strength side. First option on their players. If there's a bid made for them, they might also accept ours. Or they do have 2 things. There's no accepted wages there now. This is why I have the contract thing here. Expected wages is something that is like, I had a look at this. I searched for it for like 20 minutes. It's not in here because there's no coaching of this. No coaching. There's no scouting of this stuff going on. We do not have a scout that is looking into them, so as a result, we do not have an opinion on them, so we don't have the wage expectations. If you can find it, so I might be entirely wrong about that. So if you know where this is, please tell me, because I was definitely too stupid to find it. But there's nothing to sort by here. There's international wage. Some sort of employment stuff. Yeah, I thought so. So that's a way to go about it. The problem is, those that are on amateur contract usually want more money than those that are on low wages. So the best I can come up with is this guy, actually. We'll try this. He's with our affiliate club, so obviously he will come and work for us now. This is a horrible move. He wants 110 as a under 19s physio. Also, apparently every physio gets 50 euros these days. Let me see again here. Can't increase this. I mean, I guess let's try. Nope, too far away. Wants 120 for that. So even as an amateur, he wants more money. I'll do the same here. Just steal a random physio here. Oh, 110. Well, still in here. We could go for the head physio, obviously. Doesn't make a difference. Wants 120. Doesn't work. We could try to sign the Bungaraya one. So, funnily enough, we don't care about the 3.5k or whatever it is that we would need to pay. Because, well, in general, I do care about this money, but at this point, I want a physio. And I can't afford it. He wants to be head physio. We can throw 3.5k to Kelantan. But, Bungaraya, whatever. But we can't sign him. I can maybe include a clause here, waive some fee. I don't know, have some performance thing in here, but it doesn't matter. Base wage is way too low. So where's that coming from? I have no idea. They just decided to reduce wages for all of the staff. In general. And looking at the rest of our stuff, I guess we could try. So let's make somebody a physio. He's our fitness coach. Also his physiotherapy skill. It's a whole whopping 1 point, but he can be sports scientist alongside it, can't he? He's bound to the club until the end of the season, and well, given the circumstances right now, I think we will offer an additional contract as a fitness coach to keep him. He's also, this is reasonable, right? This is shit, but the fitness coaching in general is fine. He's... oh, he doesn't want to. Modaris, maybe? Do you have... Yeah, he's an under 19s manager now. So, say we give him a second job. As... probably not a scout. As a physio, he has 4 points of physiotherapy. I'm sure he knows how to hurt people whilst they're laying there and hoping for recreation. He doesn't want to. Chuchu works for free. Well, still does. 2 points of physiotherapy. I'd rather employ him as a coach, but really as none of them. So, he'll be a physio. He wants money all of a sudden. And the 2-point physio really isn't... That's not helping, is it? I mean, I guess it would enable us to do the recovery sessions. What about Amran? He does have a secondary job, doesn't he? Oh no, he doesn't. Okay. That's... wow. Underwhelming. A non-playing job. So we would need him to be director of football in the future, because that's what he does. And then something. He earns a whole whopping 30 euros right now. Okay. Do we need him on the pitch? Not really. So I can live with that. Director of football for 30 and scout. Oh yeah. So that's how we did it previously. Do we want to extend his contract like this? Not really. Then again, we will not play him like this. Yeah, but the scouting helps him. So, first of all, we need the scout anyway, because we can't afford a real scout. This is the only one that has judging player ability and potential. So, having the 3 points of physiotherapy is rubbish. In particular, if it takes away from the scouting role. So that doesn't make sense. It's really about, can we extend his contract and maybe save 5 euros and also get rid of him from the wage budget. So, given that he is willing to work for 30 euros and not be a player anymore, I mean, I guess that's a win for him. But I'd still want to keep him in these jobs. And this, we will try to reduce this to 25, and that's it. So, I'm happy with this setup. This is a steal. Yeah, you can accept it. Isn't really acceptable. Come on, man. Well, I guess getting rid of him on the wage budget is still a positive. So I will not force that. I will go with it. That's fine. So he hangs up his boots. Alright. That saves 30 euros on the wage budget. So then there's a goalkeeping coach here. That guy has no idea how to... He would take a hammer to get rid of whatever injury there is. Or, I don't know, a screwdriver. That won't help. That's me. And this guy's not better. To be fair, his influence on the remainder of the squad would be positive. Is there anything that needs to be done by somebody with this skill set? I mean, I guess he could be assistant manager alongside it, why not? He's also fucking expensive anyway. Nope, doesn't want to sign a new deal. So that leaves us with Choo-Choo. Great. So the question is, do we want to offer... He wants to be chief scout now. I mean, I guess there's no other scout available, but it's just... It's just absurd. And he goes from not being paid to being paid all of a sudden. I really don't want to do that. Not even if he did whatever he calls physiotherapy. They need to get their stuff sorted. I don't know why the wages dropped so much. Sure. This is all okay. We can confirm this. That will not happen. Don't care about this. But now we have a physical session here. So what could possibly go wrong? That's fine. It usually is. It was? Oh yeah. I tried. So you can't put that on me. I tried. Oh, transfer offer. Things are starting to get... That's even better. This is the best I could hope for. Oh, never mind. This is really bad. Okay, so... Well, most likely, yes. We will not use the suggested squad. That's the other Zakaria. Oh, holy shit. Okay, so this Zakaria is probably not horribly bad, but I do not care that much about this. Neither do I care about this. This, though, he's not interested in speaking to SSTMI. Yeah, you can have him. Would you be willing to pay the wages too? I realize, but we can just repeat this process and offer him for half the wages, because this is our affiliate club. So, in theory, I should try. Alright. Well, what about €2 a week? Football Manager features. Put in €2, make it 1. We get €1 a month. I have no opinion on that. So, the funny part is, now there should be other players that can leave. Like him, for example. Maybe our new relation with the affiliate club will help with that. That's... I don't know if the international audience knows what a döner is. I'm not sure how they call it in other places. So let me know. Journal as well as Bravo, probably. If Bravo's still around? Bravo's still around. Glad to have you. Is it called kebab in other countries? I have no idea. So I guess the question is, would you have known what a döner is? And more importantly, is kebab the correct word in English for it? I would also happily loan him, why not? He's 16, never mind. They want all of our players, this is fantastic. Well, not all of them, but a ton of them. It's very easy. You pay us $5 a month, euros. Well, at this magnitude, it's probably more or less the same. Same with Dord. Just pay the wages. Well, you might even get them for free if you sign them on a permanent basis, actually. We can try that too. So now that they have some insight into our youth team, apparently they are very interested because they don't have a squad. Which is good. I did not expect an affiliate club to work like this, but what do I care? It's basically the wrong way, but yeah. Now we just need a senior affiliate. Networking. Apparently we cannot set one up. Stuff. There's nothing to be done here. Can't really improve facilities. That's a little bit too expensive. My contract expires at the end of the season. Well, that's a bummer. What did I want to do? Oh yeah, sure. So we will place an ad for an assistant manager and a coach. That works. I don't know why this isn't grayed out as long as it's running. I will just place an ad for everything, even though we have some. I want to find out if there's anyone that's willing to work for our wages at all. Even for the technical director, maybe Confucius comes back. Okay. Looking for a few people. They brought in Facile. I pity you. Could be worse. But, yeah. They want Yasin. Okay. He's fast. You wanted 3 players on the bench? Who did you want on the bench, Chirinolid? Severai. And somebody else. Isha. Oh, why not? Where the hell's Isha? Here. Isha's also wanted, by the way. Maybe... Who was the one that is skilled? Sorry. Malik. That's all the peanuts. I'm quite sure. Malik. Malik? Not to be confused, obviously. This is him. Okay. I guess it would be a pity to lose Badrul Hisham. Then again, we don't have the money. Well, Yilmaz's there. Well, so far, nobody hurt themselves. Maybe physiotherapy is just buggy in this game, and if you include a physio, all of them hurt themselves all the time, because we made it through 2 training days. I mean, balance is positive. Also, I just made a whole döner. I don't know what you want. Oh, more budget. Do we really want to increase the wage budget? Oh, the friendly was skipped over. It was played by the assistant manager. We lost it. Look at that! Yes, we can, and we can also watch the goal. It's more or less the senior squad that played. Yeah, the first team. Sorry. Yilma labored to a 7.2 rating, but it's more or less everyone. We'll watch this now. They had one shot. One. And it happened when? After 5 minutes, apparently. Oh, this is so horrible. Oh, he thinks it doesn't result in anything. I agree. It results in him being unhappy. Wow. Diego's hurt. He's injured. What happened? Doesn't show. Which ones? I mean, I guess. Yeah, in a way. Doesn't really matter. That's going back up to where it was, as it seems. He might have gotten hurt. Yeah, he got shin splits. No, splints. Sorry. Shy deal? A training goal? What kind of... Oh, that one. Oh, that one. I see. One player criticized training development. That one. I blame this on you. Can't say I'm sold on the idea. I'd just rather have the guarantees. That's as always. Should I criticize his standards? He's really hard to deal with. So this can only go the wrong way. I suppose I don't understand why criticism is being used to try to get me to improve. To get you to improve, you moron? We'll leave it at that. It doesn't help. So, short break, and then we will find out if we can get €5 a month out of these Youth Academy things. BRB. 1, 2. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. Yeah. So I'm quite confused. They really want to pay some of the wages, not much, and also a monthly fee. So that's a vast improvement. I like that. Sadly, they do not want to offer 50%. Then again, we get youth grants, so yeah, but this is all we get. Oh, can we get maybe 10 here? 20 here. Apparently that was too much. Okay. So we ignore it. Always. And it's always my fault, obviously. Alright, I'll accept this. Any cent counts. Then I will go back to this menu. Where is it? Here. Can we renegotiate this? Of course we can. So, I don't know, pay 50%, please. See, we get the same. So we'll accept this. We got lucky. And now we'll go to the under 19s and see if we can get rid of some other players. So we offered these two to them already. We'll try that again. Same here. Why not? He doesn't develop if he doesn't play, and he doesn't play here. Well, I guess he does, but might as well play with them. As none. Get rid of all of the U. We should have had a junior affiliate, I guess it is, earlier on. If this is the way you upload players, this will not happen. Sure. Aziz, 16 years old, so can't loan him out. Otman Roslan with that name. Bye. Malek is on a non-contract and doesn't get paid, so I don't care. Umar, similar. Rosley, balanced player, we pay him 25 euros. Can we try to get rid of this guy? Well, we may certainly try. This one actually played for us at some point, I think. I can set this up somewhere, can't I? Just always forget to do it. Jeremy Brown, he's listed already. For a good reason. Let's get rid of this too. Ahmad, yeah, sure. Obviously I need the money. So this is why I do it. There might be the odd player here and there that's useful, but there's no use keeping them for the entire season if we can earn something on them. 16-year-olds, I want to get rid of him anyway. Abidin. That's still not worth the money. Afik. Sure. Try to loan him out. Severai is on a non-contract, so he got lucky. Ismail is actually not that horrible. Still, loaning him out I think is probably a good idea. Right. He needs to leave, he has an incomprehensible name. He's 1.91 m though. So that's a lot. Not as tall as the other one in the senior squad. Anyway. Bye. Maybe. Bahrain. Could be worse. Could be better. Maybe somebody wants to buy him. Aslan. Same. Hamza. He's on a non-contract. Abdullah. He's wanted for loan already, and I can definitely see us letting him leave, so that's okay. Where was I? With Abdullah. Batzil. Sure. Bye. Abidin. I thought he would develop at some point. But he doesn't as long as that he doesn't play. So that's just the reality of it. Oh, sure. That won't happen. So he does have a professional contract. As a result, it's really important that he plays if we want him to develop at all. Isha. He's just on the bench right now. If somebody wants to offer a loan contract for him, sure. Let's try this. Singh is no longer part of this team. Jafar, he's under... He got offered a contract already, so that's good. So we can save a few euros at least. All of this can go away. Dot and Johari are already on the transfer bid. Selamat. Well, I like the personality and I think I would like to loan him out. The problem is I can't. So he's one of those that probably will need to stay. And it's a similar story with him. Malik is good enough to remain here. I guess the alternative is we loan him out and just recall him. Or we don't because he's 16 years old. Yep, that makes sense. Okay, nobody wants to be sports scientist yet. Kushing. We should probably have a look at one of these friendlies at some point. That said, for today it's a bit much. Don't care. Amran hangs up his boots, so... we still have no wage budget left. Okay. And Jafar moves. That's fine. Good luck, sir. And afterwards, his contract's done, so... saved us a few euros. Alright. Let's have a look at training. That's not good. Funnily enough, it's Badrul Hisham that trains well. Okay. Same as Mazrin. Ankun, Carrier, McManamy. That's the usual suspects. Zachariah's not up there. For some reason. Where is he? Oh, 7.35. Look at that! His strength improved to 8. We're getting there. Yep, so positioning, agility and pace are still in the 7 area. Actually, his pace declined a little bit for some reason. Maybe he got hurt here. Yeah, we'll get him there. This is alright overall. And I think at this point the player profile is perfectly fine for La Liga Super Malaysia. That's really good. We should probably have a look at the new contract for him too. It says here he's not interested, but also the agent hates me. Yeah, I think this is an opportunity to wrap it up though. So next time we can start with the friendly, and then move through preseason, and hopefully nobody gets hurt. But 3.5 hours for today is fine. And in case somebody watches this later on YouTube, subscribe! Please. Or, I don't know, come over to Twitch or something. Join the Discord. Something. For you three, thank you very much for watching as always. And we will probably see each other tomorrow evening, given that it's a regular time for the stream. So, have a good night, or in the case of those at the other side of the globe, have a good day. Bye.